Hi guys, welcome back to your Not So Ordinary Scrapbook channel. Today I am going to do the B side of this Disney layout that I did in the last video because I scrapbook both sides of the paper. So I only have like a few scraps left because I used a lot of paper layering in the last video, and I don't want to add in anything that wasn't in that kit. So because of the color of this background paper, I am going to try to keep the background, or I sorted out the, how do I want to say this? I sorted out the embellishments that were predominantly blue, just because the yellow that was in the kit did not match this paper. The photos I decided to choose from were two photos that I took at the resort. We stayed at All-Star Sports Resort the last time that we went in 2015. And so this is Ethan and this is Hunter. And let's see, Ethan was in 2015. That was 8 years ago. Ethan is 18. So he was 10 there and Hunter was 12. 12 or almost 13. He may have been 13 actually. I think he was 13 actually. Because we went in September. He had just turned 13 because his birthday's in August and we went in September. So, and it's the same trip as the one on this side. So, I thought the colors went well with this paper. This is kind of like a starburst type paper. It's got like diamonds, which are similar to stars. And then the duvet on the beds had stars on it because it was All-Star Sports Resort. So, so I think that's going to be my starting point. I can add some of these scraps in. I don't, like I said, I don't have very many, just because the color goes well with that kind of goldenrod color. I think I'll probably try to use this. I don't think the truck applies, so I'm not going to use that. Those don't work. My Joy, number 1. Possibly that. Let's see. I don't know if those enamel dots are going to work. Handsome works. This was taken at nighttime, so that might work, but do I want to use that on this page? I don't think so. Big Day. This will work. Kind of like that scrap piece. I kind of like this window if I can use this in some way. I'm not sure exactly how I can use it. Just because we're inside. Super Language of Love. I like that. That might work as an embellishment. That might work as an embellishment. Those don't. That doesn't. That might work. That might work. I don't know if I'm going to use that though. Although that would be cute. Welcome. And then a bird in a birdhouse, even though that doesn't have anything to do with Disney at all. I don't know. There's some chairs. Possibly. I don't think that'll work. That might work. This might work. This might work. Some of those might work. probably not. This can be a journaling piece. That might work. That might work. That might work. This felt piece. That. This is family. I love you. Okay. So I think we're good. So there's a few pieces in here that might work, that might not. I don't know. So, the next thing I need to do is I need to think about where I want to place the photos and what design I want to use when doing this page. So I do know that I want to use that one thing as a journaling piece. Thinking of putting like the title and journaling here. I don't have a mat for behind here. I'm wondering if I should put something behind it just to give it some contrast. I do have a piece of tissue paper. I could use that. So if I fold this, that would come there. What if I turned it this way? And then maybe put some Chuckies behind in the tissue paper. That's an idea. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens. I don't have a lot of time today. First of all, I only have about half a battery on my phone. Second of all, I have a lot to do. It's already getting dark. It's freezing cold in this room. And I didn't bother to bring the heater in here. Yesterday was so warm that I turned the heat down, and I forgot to turn it back up, and then it snowed overnight. But the snow melted like mid-morning. And then and it's really cold in the house right now, but I'll survive. I'll survive through this video. This room is always really cold anyway. It's the coldest room in the house. That's why I really hate to make this bedroom my granddaughter's bedroom, or, well, my grandchildren in general's bedroom. It would be nice to have a place for them, though. That's not like in the living room in the middle of all everything that's going on, so they can take a nap. But I suppose once we get the dining room done, we can move a pack and play in there, and then they can take naps in there. So I've been busy today. Helping Jordan plan Kaysen's first birthday party this weekend. So we're gonna have it at Monocle's Pizza in Clinton, and it's gonna be a Coco Melon birthday party, of course. And Esmeralda will get to be there, so that's kind of neat. that she'll get to be there, because it'll be during Hunter's time to have her. So that'll be fun. I think they're going to celebrate Christmas at their house in the morning. And, because she hasn't opened her gifts from them yet either. So we did Christmas at our house on Monday, and then they're gonna do Christmas at their house this weekend, so with her. Jordan and I were laughing that she's gonna think that every time that she goes to somebody's house she's gonna get a present. So, but it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna wait on that yet. Let's see. So let's put some more tuckies in. I need some gold over here, I think. But I do also want that journaling piece here. It needs to be trimmed up a little bit. So, Monday was awesome with her. She just, I mean, it was like time had stood still. I was afraid she wasn't going to remember us, because we hadn't seen her since the end of September. And she remembered us. She was calling Hunter Dada. Like, she knows that Hunter's her Dada. And, or Da. She goes, Da. That's what she calls him, Da. And then, she came right up to me and just hugged me really tight. So that was, it felt really good that she still remembered. You know, when Scott brought her into, or not Scott, when Hunter brought her into the living room, she saw me and her face just lit up. Because in September, she was already telling us, I love you. And it's so cute how a 1-year-old says, I love you. You know, it's like, I yeah you. It's so cute. And she's so smart. I mean, she's just the smartest little thing. And such a cutie pie. You'll get to see pictures of her when I do my December daily. And that's what I'm going to start working on as soon as, like, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get started on it. We'll see. So, with trying to, like, put Christmas away and reorganize our space to make it, like, I want to make a play area for the kids, for the grandkids when they come over. And all that stuff. And then, you know, work on top of that. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot to do. I have to schedule my time wisely. So, and I finally picked my, my word of the year for my, the One Little Word project, Ellie Edwards project. It took me quite a while to decide on what my one little word was going to be this year, because I've done this project for so many years, and like I said, I couldn't remember what last year's was, and I still can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look. It must not have been the right word, or I would have remembered. It's not something that's sticking out in my mind. It's not something that I looked back upon, or, you know, and some years just get that way. Like, they just get busy and you're just like, I feel like 2023 was such a bad year for us that, or I shouldn't say bad, it was just really stressful. You know, so many things going on, so many, you know, it just, I think that I was just basically surviving through the year, or trying to survive through the year. And when you have years like that, it's not, I don't think that it's unusual to just, you know, just do all that you can to just survive the year. And that's basically what I did. I think some dark blue should go here. I think I'm going to rip this. Do I want to rip it? I feel like some dark blue should go here somehow. I don't think I'm going to go all the way to this edge. I think I'm going to try to stick to So anyways, I was talking about my one little word. I decided that my one little word for this year is going to be grit. And the reason why I chose that word is because I am going to try to work really hard this year to just follow my dreams and accomplish some really big goals that I have. And see where that leads me by the end of the year. I don't know if I want that there or if I want it like, does that look more balanced there? I feel like this could be a shaker. But do I want to make it a shaker? Without pulling out too many things that don't belong. I know I'm going to have to use letters from something on here. I don't know. Probably use these green ones. I'm thinking they go the best. What about washi tape? These circles. I'm just kind of looking on my desk to see what I've got because I really don't have that much stuff. I do have those one things. And with my December daily stash. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna permit myself to dig in my December daily stash. So, anyways, we'll see. Once I post my my video for my one little word thing, then I'll talk more about. I might use that actually. My word and, you know, everything that it entails, but I did want to let you guys know that I did pick out my word for the year. It's late, but you know, hey, better late than never. So I'm gonna use one of these, I think. Make it easy on myself. These are already sealed, so, and basically what I do is I just cut one of these off. That'll fit on the back here. And then I can just put washi tape on top. That's not a big deal. And so now I need some sequins and beads and stuff. Let's see what I've got in here. I've got like these little beads that have like blue. And then I need some sequins. What sequins do I have? Oh, like purple. That doesn't really go. I'm gonna look at where my sequins are. See what I can find. Those are snowflakes. Those are candy canes. Gingerbread man. These are butterflies and flowers and stuff. This star might work. Okay, I think that's good. I might take these out too. Okay, I guess I am adding to my stash, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm trying to use up these camera puffy stickers that I've had in my stash for a really long time. And then the star I thought went good because it's All-Star Sports Resort. It's an applique, but I can just adhere it down. Here's some sequins. These are a bunch of different colors. These have stars in it, actually. That I think I'm going to use. Yeah. Versus these. Okay. So I think that's what we're going to do. So the first thing you do when you're making a shaker box is you try not to spill a bunch of stuff all over the place. So you open the little pocket, kind of like you're filling a BB gun. I think keep it open. Okay, pour a little bit of this in here. These are like little tiny BBs too. Okay, so we got some of that in there. And then we're going to put some of these in here. We definitely want stars for sure. It looks like there's quite a few stars in here. Ooh. This is from Felicity Jane. There's a card in here. So we're just going to pull this Felicity Jane thing out. All right. You know, I was just doing my planner yesterday and I had some Mickey stickers in there. I guess I should have thought of that, but it's okay. Ooh, I don't want that in there though. Don't want that in there. Oh, there's that star. All right. There's one of my kids' baby teeth in here. Well, I guess that didn't come from Felicity Jane now, did it? Stick that in there. Did you guys save your kids' baby teeth? Okay. So I think this is enough. It may be more than enough, actually. I don't know. Let's see here. If I put it back here, is that too much? I don't know. Kind of looks cool though. I kind of like this, some of the stars in front though. Maybe if I go this way. How about like that? But then you can't really see that either. I think I just have a little bit too much in here. So I think I'm going to pour some of this back in. It's just all kind of trial and error when you're doing this, because you want to be able to close it too. So I'm going to seal this up just with some washi tape. And that's how I'm going to adhere it to the thing too. Okay. So weird having everyone back at work and school and all that stuff. Just the normal routine. I mean, I love the normal routine, but just seems like the holidays just went by so fast. There's like a little piece of paper on that side. I don't like that. Okay, so we'll just do that. And then we'll do this. It looks kind of sparkly and Disney-ish. So then I'm just going to tape this on the back like this. I don't need the whole piece. Maybe I could cut it in half. So I've been trying to catch up on everything. I'm doing a pretty good job. You know, yesterday was pretty productive. I don't know how productive today will be. I got a lot of little things done. So, and there's some things I can do, you know, now that it's dark out too. So it's hard to get anything done when everybody's here in the morning. That's the only problem. I mean, Ethan did change CapEx today, which was nice. That helped out a lot. And Scott helped me move my my weight bench back where it goes, and the weights and stuff. It was funny. He handed me the big what is it called? Is it a barbell? I think it's a barbell. I'm not sure, but it's a weightlifting bar with like weights on the end of it. And he handed it to me with one hand, so I didn't think it was very heavy, so I grabbed it and I'm like, whoa, that's really heavy. So I had to grab it like with two hands. And I'm like, I didn't think that was going to be that heavy. And he's like, take a look and see how much weight is on that bar. And I'm like, oh, there are 4 weights on that bar, and each of those are 25 pounds. So like that, the bar itself probably weighs like 15 pounds. So maybe not 15, maybe 10. But like that plus 100 pounds on there, that was like 110 pound bar that I was trying to lift with one hand. I didn't think that was going to work. Or it didn't work. I thought it was going to work. It didn't work. So he was laughing at me. But we got that all moved and put back in the right spot. I haven't made the kids' I kind of like it down here. Or do I like it up here? But I kind of want the title up here. So if I do this here, I'm not sure this is going to stick here, actually. Yeah. I should have known this adhesive wouldn't work for this. What will work? I'm going to use this double-sided tape. Double-sided wall tape. We'll see if that works with... I haven't tried it. I've used it on the wall, but I haven't used it on... like scrapbooking supplies. I'm assuming it's like a glue dot, like just like a big glue dot. We'll see. So I got my new power strip for my workstation, so I can plug in my Canon Selfie and print that out once I start my December daily. That came in the mail the other day. And then, so I'm going to attach it to my desk with this tape. And hopefully that'll work. And then I can plug in like a heat tool or like my fuse tool or anything else that needs to be plugged in without having to like lay on the floor and try to stick it underneath the outlet in the outlet that's behind my desk. So it'll be nice to have like a power strip that is easily accessible. This one also has like a USB port, so a couple of them in there, so I can also attach things that, or plug things in like that that have that type of, you know, without having the plug attached to it. The only thing is my iPhone has a special one. It has a different connector. It doesn't have a USB port, so. I'm going to take these off and see if this works. So I was thinking Henry was going to stop by here after work today because they forgot Mini Jordan's winter coat, and he went back to school today. So I don't know if he has another coat he can wear to school, but this is his good one. So I don't know why he hasn't stopped by to pick it up unless he was busy. I know he had to stop at Walmart to order the birthday cake for Kason. Today. Part of his birthday present came in. I hadn't thought about getting his birthday presents during Christmas because it's like, I knew they were going to have a first birthday party. And I was like, well, I'll just get those later and find out what he needs. So I asked Jordan what he needed. And she wanted to get one of those choking devices, like anti-choking devices that, like, if a child chokes, then it's got like a pump on it that'll it's a life-saving device. Yeah, that works. So she wanted that, and that was the main thing she wanted. And then so we got that. And that'll be helpful also for, like, Esmeralda, too. You know, she can use it. And it's got a bunch of different size, like, masks or mouth coverings all the way through childhood. So that's nice. And then we got him one of those play mats. I wanted to get him a toy, too. So we got him one of those water play mats that which I think he'll like. I know he doesn't have anything like that. And then also, she wanted a bib that has sleeves in it because it's so messy when he eats. He just gets it everywhere. And so I'm going to stick this behind there. Okay, so this grouping is going to go up here, I think. So I'm gonna put this one. So we got a bib that has sleeves as well for him. And then hopefully we're done with birthdays and all that jazz for a while. I don't like that there. Maybe I'll put that right here. Oh. Okay, what else can I add here? He's sitting in a chair, building Legos. I think this is the day we went, they're both building Legos actually. That was the day that we went to Disney Springs. We asked the boys what they wanted to do. I love vacations like that. I just, you know, when you let your kids like choose what you're gonna do on vacation, it makes the trip so much better. I mean, in my opinion anyway. I do like to plan, and I do like, you know, you have to make reservations, like if you're going to eat somewhere or that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of planning that goes into going to Disney. So that part of it you do have to, do I want that back down there? I think so. So I think I'm going to put this like, yeah. So like for food and like, that kind of stuff, we did, you know, the adults plan that. And then, but we let the kids choose where we're going to go, like each day and how long we were going to stay at the parks. And it helped so much. Like there was no meltdowns. There was no, like, it was just really enjoyable. We'd give them options. Like, because we had hopper passes, we could go from one park to the other. So we'd ask them, do you want to go, like if we were at Epcot or whatever. And, if we were at Epcot and, like, you know, we'd ask them, do you want to go to the fireworks tonight at at Magic Kingdom, or do you want to go back to the resort and swim? And every time they chose go back to the resort and swim. And we were fine with that. I mean, we'd been to Disney enough times that was not a big deal to us. You know, we just let them decide, you know, that kind of stuff. Or like if they wanted to eat at a particular spot or go on a particular ride or whatever. And Ethan is very sensitive when it comes to like motion rides, and so am I. Neither one of us are really that fond of roller coasters. I used to be when I was young, but like now they just kind of make me queasy. And Ethan has a fear of roller coasters in general. So like, we did not force him to go on any roller coasters or any ride whatsoever. If he did not want to go, him and I did something else. Like Scott and Hunter went on roller coasters, and because Hunter loves roller coasters and so does Scott, so they went on the roller coasters, and me and Ethan would find something else to do. And it was so enjoyable. It was just, the only ride that we kind of talked him into going on, and I'm glad he did because they're now like tearing it down, was Splash Mountain. We just told him it's a water ride. It's not that bad. And he was terrified. He was just like, I don't know. You know, he was so nervous, like, to go on that ride. And, you know, and I said, well, you don't have to go on the ride, but it is really fun. And I don't think you'll be scared. You know, you're not going to get sick or anything. And I told him that I'm okay on that ride, and, you know, and so he did, and he loved that ride. And, afterward, he's like, can I get a t-shirt that says I survived Splash Mountain? And because they had t-shirts that said like, I survived this roller coaster or that roller coaster. Well, they had I survived Splash Mountain. And I said, sure. So we got him that, and he was so proud of that t-shirt. He was like, I went on Splash Mountain. And for a 10-year-old, that's a big deal. Like, he just was so proud of himself that he faced his fears, and he went on Splash Mountain. So that's definitely a story that I want to tell, you know, in my scrapbook. When I scrapbook, you know, the Splash Mountain pictures. But because I took a lot of pictures, of course, of that too. But it just makes, for our family, I mean, every family's different, but we saw so many kids just melt down, like crying, and parents yelling at their kids, you know, like, this was so expensive, you know, this trip was expensive, and now you don't want to ride anything, and I mean, we heard a lot of stuff. And I just was like, I really felt for those kids because they're just kids. You know, it is an expensive trip. You know, and I would not recommend taking babies to Disney. We took Hunter when he was about 9 or 10 months old. And man, if I had to do it again, never again. You know, he wasn't bad because Hunter was a very good baby. I mean, he wasn't really a fussy baby. So, and generally, even then, I kind of let Hunter guide, you know, what I did. You know, I just, you know, I think we went on It's a Small World probably 20 times at Magic Kingdom, just because he liked that ride and it was calming. And the guy that was running the ride, it was so funny. He was like, there wasn't a lot of people in Small World. There wasn't a long line that day, that particular day that we were there. And the guy that was running it, he's like, you can stay on if you want and go around again. He goes, as many times as you want. He's like, you don't have to get off and then get back on. And I said, okay. So we just rode like a bunch of times over and over again without getting off. And he enjoyed it. He loved it. So, that kept him calm while, you know, while, Scott took Matt on the roller coaster rides and stuff. So that was nice. But, yeah, but it was so hot for him. That was the one thing that I regretted when taking him to Disney. He was so hot. And there was no way to cool him off. I mean, he just was, it was sweltering, even in the stroller with the umbrella up. It just was so hot for that poor child. And, you know, and of course babies are going to get fussy when, I don't know if I want that. You know, when they're uncomfortable or they don't know how to express themselves like adults do. And I mean, adults get grouchy too, like when they're hot and uncomfortable. So it's just, I wouldn't recommend taking a baby to Disney. So I don't think we'll be doing that anytime soon with the little kids. We do plan to go to Disneyland this December with Yessie and Matt and Zayden. But Zayden's 5. So I think Zayden's old enough that if we let him kind of just decide what we're going to do, I think it'll be fine. And it gives us a chance to spoil Zayden a little bit. So, but that's the plan anyway for this year. Barring that nothing goes wrong this year. Like, I mean, we still, like, Scott's car is still, or vehicle is still, at the mechanics. We have not replaced the engine yet. He said that we could keep it there until we decide what to do. If Scott decides to buy a different vehicle and the Chapman, our mechanic, said that he'd be happy to buy Scott's car, but from him. But after all the work that we've put in it recently, it just doesn't seem like it would be worth it to just sell it, to part it out. You know, it's a pretty decent car. So I think that what we'll do is we'll just replace the engine in it versus buy a new vehicle. I know Scott would probably rather buy a new vehicle because Scott likes to buy new vehicles. But he's been a little bit, I don't know if he's more, he's been more in tune with what I've, like, suggested lately. So, I don't know. He likes his car, too. He likes his vehicle, so I think that he'll probably just fix it. But it's just an expensive year. Hunter, we're going to try to help Hunter, like, pay for the lawyer. Like, he still owes, well, he didn't owe anything up until Christmas. with his lawyer, but I think that he's gonna have to pay like $2,200, I think the bill is, for the lawyer. So we want to help him out with that a little bit, because that was very expensive. Worth it, but very expensive. And then so that's just something that we're gonna have to think about. And thankfully they're not getting married now until 2024, so that helps out a lot. I told them that is very wise. That's a wise decision, because then, you know, if you want us to help you with the wedding, it would be better. I kind of like that there's a crown there, because, like, you know, the castle and Disney and all that stuff. And then I'm going to cut this one a little bit. I'm gonna put this one. Put this one here. I got that right there. So, but in December we plan to go to Disneyland when we're visiting Matt and Yessie over Christmas. So, and Hunter and, you know, them they're not gonna come with us, like, on our trip. It'll just be, I'm pretty sure that Ethan probably will, just because he still lives at home, but Hunter and Jordan kind of do their own thing. So I'm sure we'll fly again. We won't drive. But I don't think we'll be taking the same airline. Scott absolutely he despised Frontier, and gosh, we took Frontier and we took the yellow one. What is it called? I forget what that airline is called, but oh my gosh, they are inexpensive, but you get what you pay for. And like, you have to pay for like your luggage and everything like that anyway. So it really doesn't end up to be that much cheaper in the long run than taking, you know, like a commercial, like a more expensive flight. But man, the seats are super tiny. They don't bother me at all, because I'm, you know, I'm short and but oh my gosh, my guys are large, and they just felt absolutely squashed. They did not like it at all. The last flight that Scott took on whatever airline that was, I can't remember, but he said, he's like, he goes, never again. He goes, I'm not taking that airline again. I mean, we got there safely and back, but hi there. There's red up there. I feel like this should have like a, maybe tuck this red under there. So we've got red, red. So I need something up there that's kind of red. Do I have anything here that's red? I have this little tiny corner, like a little tiny triangle. Could maybe stick, tuck in here. Like do a tucky. Or maybe, I think it would work better like on this edge. So we have red, 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 orange, 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 blue. There's green, green. Don't really have, but there's green here, and then there's green in there. So I think that that's okay. I think that's balanced. And then I'm gonna do the lettering. Oh, I was gonna put a camera somewhere in here. A couple cameras. One there. Little Instax camera. And then one of these. Okay. I think that's good. And then we're gonna do this. So, big day at Disney. I think I'm gonna put All-Star Sports up here, like, if it'll fit. I don't know. Where is my little tweezer guy? My letter tweezer. Here's a embossing tool. You guys like me, you can't find your tools when you need them because you just have too much stuff. There's a piece of paper, frame, and a frame, a marker. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so make all I think my battery's dead. I think I probably should stop this video. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what I am going to do off camera because my battery is like pretty much done. I'm gonna put All-Star and then Sports down here, and then Big Day, and I think I'm going to put You Are, like right here, Meant to Be Loved. And that's about it for the letter stickers. And I'll kind of like make a visual triangle with the letters. But what I will do is the beginning of my December daily, the next video, I'll show you what this looks like. So but I thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.